Punchy, an Olympians play about Ajax Major.
Like Charles Lewis III. You know how many calories there are in a lobster salad?
I don't know how many.
I know, that's why I'm asking.
What makes you think I know?
You think it tastes good? Lobster meat over salad?
Well, you don't know it unless you try
I bet
it.
it tastes bad. It's probably good for you. Nothing that tastes good is ever actually good for you.
You don't say.
You know what? I'm just gonna have the lobster.
Seafood salads are a good idea when you're in training.
Not the salad, actual lobster with butter and everything.
What the hell are you gonna do with an actual lobster?
I'm gonna put it on a leash and enter it in a dog show. What the hell are you gonna do with it? This is a restaurant that serves lobster, and they're gonna serve one to me.
You're in training. What the hell kind of diet is that?
So this will be my cheat day.
You mean your cheat day? The only reason you're getting it is because you know I'm paying for it.
Has nothing to do with it. Now that you mention it, I think they have dessert to go with it. They have served bacon Alaska here, right?
No! It's bad enough. You're having a Guinness with seafood, the very idea which makes me want to throw up.
Hey, you invited me and offered to pay. You get what you pay for, Bull.
Well, could you at least pretend that you're trying to look like an athlete instead of a beached whale?
Well, if my waist gets too wide, I'll just borrow your girdle. Oh, come on, lighten up. Wait, I'm just taking the piss out of you. It's what we do, remember? Come on, what, you lose your sense of humor in the last 6 years? We're here to celebrate. Huh?
Celebrate what?
You mean besides the fact that there's some new pretty boy in the game, just asking to have his ass handed to him? Besides the fact that the greatest champ in boxing history, which, just so you know, is the non-fat guy at this table, is about to make his unprecedented return to the ring. Or how about the fact that the second greatest champ, that's you, by the way, is about to leave his announcing job at ESPN so as he can make some real money at HBO?
How the hell did you know that?
Oh, you don't think it's going to stay a secret for long, did you? Everybody knows Larry Birch is stepping down, and you're at the top of a very short list.
Nothing is signed, nothing is set in stone. They put something in writing, then maybe we'll have some reason to celebrate.
Really? How much is ESPN paying?
It's really...
How much?
3.6 million a year.
And how much was HBO's last offer?
Well, you know, money's not all that important.
That much?
Would you lower your voice, please?
Oh, you say there's no reason to celebrate? Pick up that glass, man.
It's not that big a...
Pick it up! To my buddy, whose greatest accomplishment is being a chapter in the story of my life. Now he's using his good name to sit in his ass and talk, while guys not half as good as we used to be beat the shit out of each other. And they're going to pay you a small fortune for it. Now that's what I call hustle, baby. Salute.
Salute. And what do you mean I'm just a chapter in your life story? How do you know you're not just a blip in mine?
Because you don't have a life story without me, Bull.
Oh, really? When I write my life story, I'll be hard-pressed to even remember your name for the intro.
I don't remember going into our first fight with you being the defending champion.
Then you must not remember the second and third fights because the belt was on my waist both of those times.
Oh, I remember. It was when you still had a waist.
Oh, and it was when you still had a brain. Oh, wait, you never had that.
Unlike you, he's all brains and no balls.
Don't forget good looks. Unlike you, my body still works the way it's meant to.
What does that mean?
Nothing.
What did you mean by that?
Forget it. Just forget it. Let's call the wait.
No, forget it, nothing, man. What did you mean by saying my body don't work right?
Why fight outside the country? Of all the places you could have staged this fight, Vegas, Atlantic City, Miami, Chicago, why go out of the country?
That's what this is about. My fight with a pretty boy.
His name is Achilles, and yeah, this is about him. And he may be a pretty boy, but he's a pretty boy trained by Chiron.
Oh, that's supposed to scare me? Chiron trained you, and I handled you pretty damn well.
You were on top of your game back then, and it's not just Chiron. I've seen this kid in action. He's young, he's hungry, and he hits like a sledgehammer. And on top of all that, he was trained by Chiron.
But do you have my experience, my skills, my instinct, my ability to read people?
Do you?
You bet your ass I do. I'm damn near twice the fighter I used to be.
Then why fight outside the country?
What's outside the country got to do with anything? What, do you think the fight's only good if it's here? Lots of good fights happen outside the country. Hell, lots of good fighters, too. Plus, people know me. Man, I fight in the country. I'm a goddamn goodwill ambassador.
And less of a health risk, right? One benefit to fighting outside of the U.S. is looser regulations about who is or who isn't fit to fight, right?
What, you heard something?
Should I have? You know, it'd be no problem for me to ask. No commissioner would turn down the chance to mouth off to me about a former champ who maybe didn't pass the physical for his license.
I don't need some stuffed shirt telling me I'm not fit to do the best thing I do. I think I've done better than anyone else ever has. I don't give a damn what they write on a piece of paper. Watch me in the ring and try to tell me I'm not in the best shape of my life.
If you want me to tell you that you look better than anybody else your age, I won't argue for the champ. What the hell does Andy think about all of this?
And she knows to stand by her man.
Are you hard up for cash?
Jesus Christ. If you want me to pay for the lobster, I'll pay for the goddamn lobster.
I just want to know why, okay? You're rich. You're a Hall of Famer. You're married to a gorgeous girl who's half your age at best. And you've got to have your kid. A kid who's going to grow up bragging that his old man is a rich Hall of Famer. You've got everything. Why was losing it all?
It's all past tense.
What?
These folks who go to the Hall of Fame are going to see pictures of my fights. Of all our fights, huh? They won't be live. I'm rich for what I used to do. Andy snagged the former champ of the world. My boy hears about what his old man did without actually seeing it. That matters, Bull. It might not matter to you, but when everyone's telling you that your best days are behind you, and that some young punk is the best thing in the game since you came, if not better, that shit matters.
That's what this is about. What I said on the air, Jesus, champ. I was just trying to say that the kid was good. That he was the best I've seen since you. And I've seen you up close, so I know what I'm talking about, but you can't take away what you were. Everybody wants to be you. Hell, even I wanted to be you. And when I realized I couldn't be you, I almost killed myself. Remember, my little comeback didn't work the way I hoped it would? After my last loss that was mercifully stopped in round 9, I was in a slump. A big slump. People stopped returning my calls, and I barely had $2 to my name. I used what money I did have to rent the penthouse at Caesars for one night only, and that took some strain pulling. But I wanted to be something new. So I waited until midnight. I took one last look out the window, had one last drink, looked at the night sky, loaded a clip in my 6 hour, and just as I was about to pull the trigger, the phone rang. I don't know how anyone knew I was there already. I figured it was room service or something, so I pick up the phone, ready to tell whoever it was to fuck off. And I hear a friend's voice at the other end. I hadn't seen him in a while, and he was clearly drunk off his ass. But he kept asking me to come down to the lobby. He wanted me to drive him to Wayne Newton's house so we could punch him in the jaw. I couldn't believe what I heard. I went down to the lobby, took him to the bar, and we sat there, drinking and talking until the sun came up. And the guy never knew how close I was to putting a bullet in my mouth.
You should still let me. I should still punch Wayne Newton.
There's still time. Trust me. The point is, Jim, I have nothing. But I'm still here. You have everything. This fight, it ain't worth it. I can't make up your mind for you, but I think it'd be a damn waste for you to go out like that.
Well, think about it.
You'll think about it.
Hey, I'm not saying yes. I'm not saying no. I'm just saying I'll think about it, all right?
Okay. I guess that's good for right now.
I'm still going to punch Wayne Newton.
I
Maybe punch Tom Jones while I'm at it.
Don't punch Tom Jones.
Why not?
He will punch you back.